Good afternoon, everybody, and it is a very warm welcome for the first time for the weekend to our broadcast for the ICN World Natural Games, broadcast live and free this evening from Canberra, ACT, Australia. Steve Payos here. I'm your ICN World Natural Games MC, television host for this evening, and then I'll be out on stage over the next couple of days on Saturday and Sunday, and it's my pleasure to be joined by professional athlete and competitor. This is Miss Christina Angeli. Christina, welcome to our broadcast live and free tonight, ahead of a massive weekend of action. We've got so much to talk about, but first of all, welcome. How excited are you for the weekend, and what are you looking forward to?
Thank you, Steve. I'm so excited to have a World Championship in our background, our home ground. I'm from Canberra myself, so it's so nice to see it here. It's going to be a huge event. I checked out the expo grounds just before. Massive lighting, atmosphere. It's, I think, going to go off this weekend.
I think it's going to be absolutely world class, and that is the right wording for it. It is the first time Canberra has ever hosted the ICN World Natural Games. It has been in Australia before, most recently Melbourne in 2019, but here we are 5 years later. This is a marquee moment for Canberra as well. The first event here, the AIS Arena, 4.5 years after the much muted changes and upgrade to the venue. It's finally been sorted out. Here we are at the end of 2024 with the first big event here, and it is, of course, a World Championships. Now, as you mentioned, Christina, it is a big weekend of action. We have not only the bodybuilding and all of the physique, the world titles here, the World Natural Games, but we have an outstanding number of sports here. There's weightlifting, there's professional wrestling, there's strongman, there's also CrossFit as well, which I've done a few of these actually, Christina, in my time. Bodybuilded and CrossFit, and done a bit of weightlifting. Haven't pro wrestled or strongman before, but it's going to be an outstanding weekend. It's full of vendors and wonderful people that are here all weekend long. So is that something you'll be looking forward to checking out as well? Of course, I know your passion is in the bodybuilding game and in that physique game, but it'd be so good to just touch around a couple of these other vendors and see these other sites. I mean, how exciting.
Yeah, so I saw some of the strongman warming up, actually. I think back in my day I did a little bit of powerlifting.
Yes.
So strongman never went that far, but I'm really interested to see that. I saw a few of them working with the stones just before. So, yeah, it should be a really good expo.
Yeah, perfect. So this is our pre-broadcast here for everybody. We are live and free for this Friday night. What we'll be looking to do is our Meet the Pro segment. So we'll be talking to all the professional athletes that have arrived. We're broadcasting that live and free. In around about half an hour's time, 20 to 30 minutes, we'll be doing our gala hosting. That will be put up and broadcast as well, live and free, which is outstanding. And then what happens is that we'll then go back into some more interviews with competitors, and then we get ready for the broadcast over the weekend. So just a reminder for everybody, it is a pay-per-view over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. The pricing, $24.99 for each of the 2 days. If you want to just buy one of the 2 days, be that Saturday or Sunday. And if you want to get your weekend pass, I would suggest that would be the best way to do it. You save yourself some money. $35.99. Now in US dollars, looking at $16 US for either of the days, or $24 US for the full weekend package, which is absolutely outstanding in my opinion. So we've also got the boys here from Capital Bodybuilding, Christina, which is fantastic. That's Miroslav and Darko. Capital Bodybuilding is a very proud, burgeoning organisation here promoting bodybuilding in the capital of Australia, here in Canberra and the region. And we've got them that are going to be meeting our pros, so we can't wait for them to get started with them. And we begin with Shane and Michelle, who we'll be talking to first and foremost. So for the first time today, it's over to you, Miroslav.
I've got Miroslav here from Capital Bodybuilding. Shane and Michelle, they're from New Zealand. I want to see, how did you guys feel coming into the weekend? How are your nerves and everything pulling into the arena?
Yeah, nerves are always pretty high. It will be my pro debut, so there's a lot on the line. Yeah, we've been in a long time, so.
Yeah. And which are you guys doing?
So I'm a Figure Pro.
And I'm Men's Physique Pro.
Awesome. Did you experience it? Is there anything heading over?
Yeah, like as we said before, you can't fly to Canberra, so Auckland to Sydney and then Sydney down to here, and we had a bit of a hold up, so the meal timing got a little bit out of whack. But you got to do what you got to do, and we made it. So.
And how are you guys finding Canberra so far from landing in? I suppose you probably haven't done too much exploring yet, being at home, like probably getting your meals in and stuff like that. But do you guys have any plans to stay after the show or anything to look around and do a bit of touristing?
Well, I mean, I actually have loved Canberra so far. But unfortunately, we were planning to do a pro show back in New Zealand, which would have been the next weekend, but that's been cancelled. But the flights were already booked, so unfortunately, I have to go straight back. But I've really loved Canberra so far since I've been here.
Yeah, no, awesome. So on behalf of Capital Boarding, all the best for the weekend, and we'll see you on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, wicked.
So,
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
See ya.
Miroslav from Capital Bodybuilding for the first time today, talking to Shane and Michelle, some of our professional athletes getting ready for the big show. So we're looking forward to seeing them go well over the weekend. It should be outstanding. And we're seeing some of the people that are involved here with the ICN that are all coming into our room here. We'll get them up for interviews as well, which is outstanding. So we're looking forward to that. Now, there's people dressed up for our Gala event tonight. We can see here, Christina. You must be looking to see that because you love the wellness division. Of course, you are a professional in that division. It must be great for you to see people dressing up so beautifully, ready for their moments.
I know. I love the gowns. I love the glamour. It's so nice to have this night for all the athletes to dress up, to get excited, to obviously register, yes, but, you know, the meet and greet, feel glam, feel beautiful, and get the energy up for the big weekend. So you've got to love these nights.
Absolutely. It's all set up and ready to go here. We've got Darko from Capital Bodybuilding who's ready to go with our next interview. So he's out there in the crowd and we'll throw it over to him. Back to you, Darko.
Hey guys, I got Doc from Capital Body on all the way from France. Tell us how you feeling leading into the week.
On Sunday on division men's physique.
Yeah. How emotions wise, like was Pickwick leading up to the show good or any complications?
Oh no, it's cool. It's cool because I'm prepared for that, and I hope to go on stage for the show.
How was it over? Was it a bit nerve wracking with the floor, or you settled in?
No, all it's okay. All is under control because it's my job. So I went here to do the job and pleasure, cool attitude and pro.
Beautiful.
Because
That's the sport, I guess. I love it. So with all the flying, you got to Saturday.
yeah. And it's my first time in Australia.
Oh, beautiful. Well, half of best of luck over the weekend.
Thank you.
Can I see you
Okay, ça marche.
See you guys.
Well, he was talking to Guillaume Ambois all the way from France. He will be a great competitor here on the weekend. Got a fantastic tracksuit there, I must say, with the ICN French emblem on there. You must be excited to see that, Christina. That's outstanding.
Yeah, that's great. Travelling from that long, I'm sure the flight was a bit hard, so he's probably had some time to settle in and find his feet. But yeah, excited to see some French and different country athletes here in our state.
Yeah, I think that's one of the key parts of this promotion, the fact that everybody's made their way over here. I think that's really, really exciting.
Fantastic.
We've got people that have travelled from all over the world that are a part of this event. Now, that's something that you're quite accustomed to because you've been around the world and travelled to these events before. So tell us about like how they'd be feeling and what they'd be experiencing, noting that they've come over for such a big event.
It's hard. I do feel for them. Australia is quite far away from some countries, you know, having travelled to the US and other 15, 16-hour flights. An athlete not being able to eat, having to, you know, make sure you manage your water retention. It's hard. I feel for them, but God, it's fun to do. It's such fun to do. It is so worth the long haul flight. So they're probably eager with anticipation, excited to put their legs up after tonight and get on stage.
Tell us about that experience when you're saying it's something that's so exciting. You know, everybody gets lined up and they get there ready to go. Like, is there sort of that nerves and trepidation about doing the travel and getting stuck in to start with? Because that must take a little bit of time to get involved. But then once you're in there, it's almost like, okay, I'm here now, I'm set, it's time to just go ahead and enjoy it, right?
Yeah, in the lead up, you're absolutely nervous, making sure you've packed everything, you know, your trunks for the guys, your bikini for the girls, the things that you can't just buy when you're over there. That's always hard as a competitor. Packing your meals, you know, sorting all those plans, your peaking plan. But once you land, I think, and you acclimatise to the country you're in and you hear the languages, you start to get more excitement, and that long flight that felt absolutely terrible, it becomes worth it.
Absolutely. All right, so we've got Miroslav lined up now from Capital Bodybuilding with the next of our competitors. So we'll get ready to come over to him now. I understand he's got Nathan Wallace with him at the moment,
Yes.
Christina. Is that correct?
Incredibly impressive athlete. Nathan, I think, has become pro in quite a few federations, and so excited to see him back on stage with ICN.
Fantastic. So we just confirmed that. It is Nathan Wallace. That's over with Miroslav. Over to you, Miroslav.
Not too much of a long flight. I didn't feel the flight was too stressful. Yeah. Same thing 2 weeks ago. I went down to Nashville, so it worked okay. This week. The events and
Miroslav with Nathan Wallace, one of our fantastic professionals, men's bodybuilding pro. Should be a very good lineup there, Christina, coming up tomorrow. Some great competitors.
Yeah, he's not a small boy either, so I think he's going to be up against some equally large, strong bodybuilders. So, yeah, really good pro lineup for the males there.
Absolutely, looking outstanding, as have all the people that we've interviewed so far. They all look great, and we're just getting set up for the next of our professional interviews now, which is really, really nice. But we've got some great categories in the pros, though, Christina. Here, there's professional fitness, bikini on the women's side, I think, sports model. I guess the regulars, you could say, but really good regulars in that business. His figure as well. And then the men's side, we've got bodybuilding, fitness, physique, and some world-class competitors as well, which is really exciting. So that should be all great. But tell us about that level when you have that many professionals that are in there as well. I mean, that must make it a really daunting type of lineup when you're up against the best of the best, right? Is there a big step up when you move, into the full pro ranks?
I think it's daunting, but I also think it's exciting because you all know each other. You all get to, become friends. So it's actually quite nice to know who you're up against and to have some really strong, solid competition as a professional athlete. So I think for all of these guys, they're going to quite like that it's the biggest ICN show that you can get. It's the world titles, all these countries coming, and people they probably have never been able to step on stage against. They're probably excited to do so.
Absolutely. So we've got Dudakor lined up again from Capital Bodybuilding. He's almost ready to go. Now we have another one of our professionals. This is a Mr. Australia champion. This is Ben Wortley. So it's over to you, Dudakor.
Ben will be training this weekend. How's been emotions running into the weekend? How's your week been?
It's been tough. I had to prep in about a third of the time that I normally would. And the goal was originally to get leaner for the wedding. And then, thank you very much. And then I booked the honeymoon for next weekend so that I had time for being. And then I thought I could get ready in time. So I've had to chop things pretty quickly. So earlier this week it was really hard. But now I feel really relaxed. I'm excited. I've got my family for like nearly 10 years. So really just feeling great about everything. Really
Yeah, beautiful. And Jimmy will love perfect time for your honeymoon. You actually relax. Not thinking about any bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So the whole prep, any complications, or was it just a smooth prep? Would you say?
I would say apart from the high fatigue level time, because I had to condense everything. As a result of that, fatigue build-up happened a little bit more quickly. So it's funny. Like I'm also older now too. So each time you're prepping is different. And this time I really found, like, even just towards the end, your brain needs to try and energy. Whereas, I would have to work into caffeinated working blocks where I have my coffee and sit down and be able to focus. And then it's like you just find the most simple tasks are depending on the energy. So no exact complications, but I think just realize that you got that when the body says, no, you got to keep pushing that body. So
that's we'll go through. So, well, Capital Bodybuilding, we wish you best of luck to stage.
yeah,
Thank you guys.
Well, there he was with Ben Wortley, who is competing in our men's classic physique, another professional Mr. Australia as well. So just a reminder for everybody to make sure that you catch all of the action. It's coming up Saturday and Sunday. If you can't be here at the venue, it's an outstanding venue here, the AIS Arena. 2-day pass is in line for all of the wonderful events that are happening, 5 professional sports that are taking place. But if you can't do that, make sure you grab the pay-per-view. It is cheap, Christina. $24.99 for either of the 2 days, or you may as well just get the full pass, $35.99 Australian. The benefit of the Australian dollar at the moment for those watching in the US, for example, $16 US for an either day pass, or $24.
What a win.
And how good is that to have it as a pay-per-view like that? That's just outstanding.
Yeah, pay-per-view commentary, obviously all weekend, so you can get the back and forth and the ins and outs, and to have the, it feels like you're there, right? With the quality of digital TV and cameras these days, really does feel like you're there. So if you can't get down to Canberra, it's absolutely well worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Great weekend of action coming up, which is fantastic. Another one of our competitors lined up, another one of our professionals who's ready to go on the weekend. One of our professional fitness models is Sheena Mabeen, and she's ready to be joined by Miloslav. Over to you, Miloslav.
Hey guys, we're back. I'm with Sina, and she's flying all the way from New Zealand. Look, we've got quite a few of competitors coming from New Zealand, which is awesome to see. Sina, how does it feel to to finally be here, to be in the atmosphere and be amongst all the other pros, and to be so close to the stage and for the world?
I'm super excited. It's such a great opportunity to be representing New Zealand on a pro tour. I hold the New Zealand title as well as the Oceania title. So I'm just happy to be here, soaking up every moment. It's probably going to be my last show for a while. So I'm just here for it all.
That's awesome. So, are you going to stay around for any to explore Canberra a little bit and or anything like that, or do you have plans to head home straight away, or?
We're just going to head back straight away. Yeah, unfortunately, but back again and visit Australia and do a tour all over. Yeah,
that's awesome. So I'm actually curious, but what are what would be your achievement in New Zealand? So what would be like something that you were craving or anything like that?
Yeah, just pizza. Just absolutely craving pizza at the moment, and that's what I'm going to be having. And donuts. I know that's very typical for bodybuilders. Yeah, that's right. I've already kind of that's to after planned that out. So looking forward to it.
Yeah. So I forgot even. So what category were you doing on?
In the fitness model pro.
Yeah. So on behalf of bodybuilding, we wish you all the best, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Amazing. Can't wait.
Thank you.
Miloslav with another one of our fantastic competitors all the way from New Zealand, Sheena. So it's lined up here. There's people from all over the world, 20 countries that have made their way to Australia to compete here in the nation's capital. And I tell you what, you must be excited about seeing everybody come in now, Christina, because they're starting to roll in. They're all ready to go to jump on the coverage now, which is fantastic. And I tell you what, there are some physiques here that look unbelievable.
Glammed up, I know. And I love to see the fitness, but the glam as well. And yeah, some of these ladies and gents, you can just see the muscles popping through the suits and the dresses. It's great.
Okay, so we're ready to go now with the next of our competitors. Darko is there, and I tell you what, this is a figure that's going to look good on the television because it looks good in real life from here, Christina. So over to Darko now, who's joined by Demelza Altram.
Hey guys, Darko again for bodybuilding here with Demelza. Where are you coming from? What are you competing in this week?
I come from Port Hedland, Western Australia, and I am a sports model pro.
Yeah, well, is this your pro debut, or you've been pro for a long time?
I've been a pro since I received my pro card in career in 2019, pre-COVID. I've been around for a little while now. It is my third pro show.
Oh wow, before good time in a way. So
absolutely.
So leading into the show, how are the emotions feeling? Emotions high, sort of like mellowed out a bit, sort of like relaxed?
I've had a really good lead up. I've had excited. What I do on the day is my absolute best. I know I've done as best as I can in my prep period, so whatever happens, happens. You hope for the best, but you just do your best.
That's it. So after the show, team what are we thinking? First meal.
I'm so glad you asked this. I've planned it for so long. I'm a pizza and red wine girl, so I already booked a restaurant with a great red wine list, and that is what I'm having, so cannot wait.
2 bottles and 4 pizzas in them.
That's great to me. I'll be there.
Well, I've come on to wish you the best of luck this weekend and can't wait to see you on stage.
Cheers.
Thanks very much for that, Darko. Joined there by Demelza Outram. I tell you what, that is a figure that could go very, very well on the weekend.
Yep,
looking outstanding.
Those cap shoulders, impressive.
What do you make of that on a Friday night? I tell you what,
Yeah,
it's just
wow.
absolutely superb.
Absolutely sensational. She looks great, and yeah, seeing all the athletes come in, you can all see how ripped they are in their upper body in their gorgeous dresses.
It goes to show that the level of conditioning that's in place as well, I think, when you're looking at a professional comp like this, and not only a professional comp, but also a world championship. It just takes it to that next level, right? Like it's that, and you'd know this from your time competing, but it's getting to that level of conditioning that is needed to win. It's just a high class.
It is, it is.
All right, he's joined again by Miloslav. This is Emmy Nielsen, another one of our professionals. He's one of our fitness model pros, and he's over there and ready to go. So over to you, Miloslav.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm with Emmy. Emmy also flown from New Zealand. So Emmy, how does it feel to finally be here and to soak up the energy with the rest of the pros and to get close to the show?
It feels amazing. For me, this is my first pro show, so I'm really excited to be on this level of this competition. It's really good.
Yeah, awesome. And which division will you do?
I'm doing a fitness model.
Yeah, awesome. So will you be staying and also after the sort of look in Canberra and stuff like that as well, or will you be heading back?
I'm actually flying back already on Monday morning really early because of work and stuff. I'm sure I'll come back at the time I visit probably.
Yeah, awesome. And do you have any cheat meals or anything planned while you're here? Are you going to save it until you get back and indulge?
I'm fully there for the competition, supporting the full team from New Zealand and just enjoying everything the ICN has to do here. So yeah.
I wanted to ask was the plane here. Did you share the plane with other competitors? Because
I'm a morning person. I flew at 6
Oh,
so I only met like one more girl coming at that time.
That's awesome. So how was the peak week actually leading into the show? Because obviously you got to take into consideration all the flights and everything like that. Obviously when you're in the air as well, sometimes you might be able to hold water a little bit. So what was the game plan sort of coming into the show this week?
That's a really good question. I actually have really different preps. My third competition this year, and they all have the same coach, but we have really different attitude for peak week depending on the judges' feedback.
Yeah.
Came in handy because I couldn't eat on a flight.
Yeah.
So for me, that was perfect, and then just load up with carbs once I landed.
Yeah.
So easy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So on behalf of Bodybuilding, all the best for Sunday, and we'll see you there.
Thank you.
Can't wait.
Another great discussion there from Miloslav talking about the travel arrangements there, Christina, what it's like to make their way all over here and that sort of thing. And lucky for those competitors that come from somewhere like New Zealand, it's not overly far. So you'd expect that impact to not be as high, but it's still there, right? Like there's still doesn't matter how far you travel, right?
Even domestic flights, it's still there. You still feel it. I think it's adrenaline as well of kind of getting to the airport, make sure your bag's packed, getting through security, and and then being in the air pressure's different, so it does impact your water retention. Absolutely.
I find that myself because I do so much travel around the world all the time, literally all the time, and you can see the difference in what the food does too. And not to say that's excuse me, 100% necessarily lacking the full nutrition. That would probably be true, but you can just tell when it comes to the preservatives and the dryness of the food, like what it does to you.
They do it deliberately.
Yeah.
They do it deliberately, so we don't use the bathrooms.
Yeah.
On long haul flights.
Yeah. There you go.
So
just to dry you out.
If you're an athlete, definitely just don't eat the food. And I mean, you can't as an athlete, but
Yep.
anyone, essentially, it's not great for you.
Oh, yeah, nice 18 hours without a feeder waiting to go long distance.
Protein shakes, we can do it.
Yeah, true. All right, we've now got Darko lined up with one of our local competitors, one of our local pros, someone we're very proud of course. This lady went on to have a fantastic gold class recently as well, Christina, so that must have been a huge thrill for you to see this next competitor do so well in the gold class.
She did, Casey from ACT, and she did gold class, and then she went to the Australian Nationals, and that's where she earned her pro card in bikini. So quite a quick turnaround to step on her first pro stage as a pro debut.
Well, she's done absolutely outstanding, and we wish her all the very best. So it's over now to Darko with Casey Cooper.
Casey, the new ICN Pro show, the National Capital in Canberra. So, it was probably now debuting up now this weekend.
Yeah.
Emotions, how are you feeling?
Excited, to be honest. Really not anymore. I feel like I've reached on past the nerves and everything like that. I'm just excited to get back to stage and finish this season strong, hopefully. But yeah, just excited.
Well, you have been in prep for a very long time this year. Majority, you did compete in the bikini gold class at Canberra, won that, went to national, won the pro car.
I feel like it just happened so fast. I didn't really have time for it to like maybe like the week afterwards. But yeah, crazy, so exciting.
Beautiful. Well, on behalf of Cap Bodybuilding, we wish you best of luck this week and can't see you on stage.
Yeah, thanks.
Back to you guys.
Very much for that, Darko. Casey Cooper, one of the nicest people in the business, as you say. You must be very impressed and very proud to see a local doing so well, Christine, as we just talked about.
I am indeed. It's so nice. Obviously, being Canberra local, not everything happens in Canberra. You know, a lot of countries think Sydney is the capital.
They do.
It isn't. It is Canberra. So it's so great that we see so many athletes now that are stepping into the bodybuilding ranks and kind of joining the ICN stage.
Absolutely. And there she was, just leaving for the time being. And congratulations to her. What an outstanding performance. So well done. We're very, very excited. She's done well, Casey Cooper. We hope that she has a fantastic weekend of action. We'll see her over the course of the weekend. We've got another one of our competitors lined up here that we can see. We'll just get that lined up. So we'll just wait a moment there for Miloslav to get sorted. But it looks like we have another one of our pros coming up from the fitness model category. And I tell you what, the ones that we've seen so far have been ripped. They have been absolutely outstanding. So I can only imagine what they're going to look like on stage in their full bikinis. That's something I'm extremely excited about, is just to see that pure level of conditioning, like pure top class, which is going to be magnificent. So it looks like Miloslav might be lined up and ready now. We're just waiting for the final go-ahead to throw to him one more time, and when we have that, we can go to him. So he's joined now by Abby Yule, who's one of our fitness model pros. Over to you, Miloslav.
What are you doing?
Really in New Zealand. I've actually done
Your pro. It's probably my
fitness program.
yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, awesome. Is there anything that you've been craving during your prep, and how's the flight? Did you have any complications or anything like that as well, or?
Standing there, Miloslav, great work. Once again, another fantastic interview with another one of our competitors all the way from New Zealand. I tell you what, there's 3 of the 6 so far, those fitness models from New Zealand. The Kiwis will be looking to take it out there, Christina.
Yeah. They're obviously building them lean and mean down in New Zealand.
That's it, over the ditch and ready to go once again. So Darko's getting lined up now with another one of our fantastic professionals. This is in the sports model category. And I tell you what, this is another athlete that looks extremely ripped and extremely fantastic ahead, ready for the weekend. So Darko, over to you, because we've got a fantastic pro here ready to jump in our pro sports model over the weekend. Darko, it's over to you with Sophie Stepanov.
Hey, I actually been really
Wow, so what year did you? So it's your pro debut.
yeah, it's my pro debut, and pro debut. Yeah.
How are you feeling, like mentally wise?
As every other, I try to bring my best. I try to enjoy this experience as much as I can. It's amazing to be here. In October, coming to my pro debut, amazing.
I guess yourself in place. So show now. We home. On stage.
Yeah.
Much for that data call. Another great interview. Sophie Stepanov there, ready to jump on stage on the weekend. Professional sports model and looking absolutely fantastic. So we can't wait to see how she performs on the weekend. So thanks very much to our friends at Capital Bodybuilding. That concludes our interviews prior to our gala event kicking off. We're about to get that set up and ready to go with our brief introductions. And then after that, what we're looking to do is to basically get set up for some more photos and some more interviews as well. But we're about to kick off with that in just a moment's time, which is really good. So Christina, what did you make of that? That was really nice to see everybody getting set up there.
That was absolutely amazing, right? Hearing some of the stories and what some of the athletes are going to do. I heard a little bit about we're going to Sydney after this. Plug for Canberra. There is stuff to do here other than the War Memorial, I promise. But it's good to see that they have, you know, other plans to kind of continue on and celebrate after their success at Worlds and go off and see the rest of Australia. So that was pretty cool to hear as well.
It is, and we've just been with some late mail here, Christina, hit with a late post here that we've got one more before we move into the formalities, which is exciting. So we've got Miloslav lined up with one more interview, and it's over to you, Miloslav, with Renee Diniz.
Welcome back, guys. I'm with Renee from Sydney. So, how was the flight in? How are you feeling for this big show on Saturday?
I'm very excited. This was a little bit of a drive here. It's really close, as easy, and we're getting very confident. That's good.
Yeah, awesome. So when did you get your pro card and what division were you competing in?
So I'm in physique. I got the pro card in the national 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, awesome. So this means your pro debut as well.
Yes.
Awesome, man. How does it feel coming into your pro debut, knowing that it's, you know, on the big stage in the world?
Feeling good, and especially because this lineup will be the biggest one of the competition, and also it's the biggest lineup of pros in the history of Australia for men physique. So we're really good to be representing the country and showing the best. I'm very excited to be there.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So leading into the peak week for this competition, so obviously, you know, you compared very recently. How was the peak coming into this competition? What was the game strategy or any special carb ups or anything like that? Or?
Yes, we did a lot of strategy. Like we've improved FB, that's the fourth comp. I started it by FBB, I did ICN, I did national, and I'm doing the world. So for every comp, we are like stepping, making the dehydration more stronger, the carb up more pushing, more aggressive. So we are getting the limit. That was like I'm doing everything with nothing else. That's the extreme of the extreme.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, what do we wish you all the best, and we'll see you on Saturday.
All right, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Miloslav there with our final interview. Thanks very much for that, Miloslav. Thanks, Christina, for your work on our pre-show broadcast. We'll be back in just a little bit of time, but until then, we'll cut over to some messages from our wonderful supporters, and then we'll get underway with the formalities ahead of the official opening of the ICN World Natural Games for 2024.
I broke my neck in 2000 in a snowboarding accident. To stand without my knee locking out was probably the first time I've done that in 24 years.
I fractured my skull in 2004. For the first time today, I started to get feeling back in that side.
Now I'm walking without a walking stick, without a walker. I'm coming back to how I was prior to MS.
He was able to learn to stand again, take assisted steps, which they had said would be impossible.
I think it's bringing bad luck. Plug in, now you're lit. I pull the plug, now you're stuck. Dignity over a nut. Weak man all in the cut. How many doors are they shut? How many feathers they pluck? Rap game like my sleeping pattern, cause how the fuck I'm still up?
ones expecting to find your perfect home. That's why you choose Mortgage Choice. With options from over 35 lenders, your local broker can help find the right home loan for you. The choice is easy. Mortgage Choice.
I broke my neck in 2000 in a snowboarding accident. To stand without my knee locking out was probably the first time I've done that in 24 years.
I fractured my skull in 2004. For the first time today, I started to get feeling back in that side.
Now I'm walking without a walking stick, without a walker. I'm coming back to how I was prior to MS.
He was able to learn to stand again, take assisted steps, which they had said would be impossible.
I think it's bringing bad luck. Plug in, now you're lit. I pull the plug, now you're stuck. Dignity over a nut. Weak man all in the cut. How many doors are they shut? How many feathers they pluck? Rap game like my sleeping pattern, cause how the fuck I'm still up?
You're the ones expecting to find your perfect home. That's why you choose Mortgage Choice. With options from over 35 lenders, your local broker can help find the right home loan for you. The choice is easy. Mortgage Choice.
go on inside. Midnight, see vibes. Now it's in my soul, they need now. Wanna get wild.
Put the pedal to the metal when I'm in this. I'm dancing with the devil. Never worry about if I'ma beat another level with the shovel. I'm a dollar carbon kettle. I got God DNA in my blood flowing in every vessel. So surprising how they thought that they could pass me when the past. Put the pedal to the metal when I'm in this. I'm dancing with the devil. Never worry about if I'ma beat another level with the shovel. I'm a dollar carbon kettle. I got God DNA in my blood flowing in every vessel. So surprising how they thought that they could pass me when the past.
Inside, many things they go on inside. Midnight, see vibes. Now it's in my soul, they need now. Wanna get wild.
You're the ones expecting to find your perfect home. That's why you choose Mortgage Choice. With options from over 35 lenders, your local broker can help find the right home loan for you. The choice is easy. Mortgage Choice.
I broke my neck in 2000 in a snowboarding accident. To stand without my knee locking out was probably the first time I've done that in 24 years.
I fractured my skull in 2004. For the first time today, I started to get feeling back in that side.
Now I'm walking without a walking stick, without a walker. I'm coming back to how I was prior to MS.
He was able to learn to stand again, take assisted steps, which they had said would be impossible.
I think it's bringing bad luck. Plug in, now you're lit. I pull the plug, now you're stuck. Dignity over a nut. Weak man all in the cut. How many doors are they shut? How many feathers they pluck? Rap game like my sleeping pattern, cause how the fuck I'm still up?
You're the ones expecting to find your perfect home. That's why you choose Mortgage Choice. With options from over 35 lenders, your local broker can help find the right home loan for you. The choice is easy. Mortgage Choice.
All ready for a fantastic weekend of action. Excuse the small technical issues here, but we'll get that sorted in just a moment. But we'll carry on for the time being. It's a massive weekend of action coming up here in Canberra. This is the first time Canberra's hosted the ICN World Natural Games, so it's a true honour for everybody here in Canberra, all of our competitors, athletes that have travelled from, whether it's 5 minutes away in your common or whether it's Australia-wide, whether it's worldwide, everyone that's come, we welcome you, and we can't say thank you enough to you for being such a big part of this magnificent event. It's all brought to you by our major partner, which is C4 Energy. So thank you so much to C4 and also Events ACT for being such a big part of it. For those that don't know, the AIS and the AIS Arena here is the home of a lot of Australia's most famous Olympic athletes and some of the best athletes in all sports that have gone and raced on the world stage, whether it is as an athlete in the Olympics and then gone on to be professional. So this really is hallowed ground here, and it's a very big congratulations to the organisers of the event, that is Nick, and I'll introduce formally in a moment. We've been able to bring the first formal event here to the AIS after 4.5 years. They've revamped this wonderful arena here and got that going once again. So after a very long time, 2019 was the last time, we're back again. Over 500 athletes are here and ready to compete over the weekend, and a big thank you to our professionals and the rest of our athletes that have joined us here for this Gala event this evening. 20 nationalities are represented, so luckily for me, in some of the fields I work in FIFA and around the world in world boxing, I picked up a little bits and pieces of languages from around the world, so I'll do my best to help out for those that have travelled with at least a welcome or introduction. 5 major sports we have: bodybuilding, CrossFit, weightlifting, strongman, and also professional wrestling. For those that are die-hard WWE, WCW lovers like myself, from back in the day, it's outstanding that we managed to bring all of this stuff here. And of course, the ICN, the proud brand that brings you the World Natural Games. So it's absolutely massive. 25 vendors across the weekend. For those that are competing with friends and family, or anyone that wants to get out and be a part of everything that's happening, please get them a ticket, get outside and be a part of everything. For those watching this broadcast live right now, make sure that you get yourself the view that is $24.99 for a one-day pass for either the 2 days, or $35.99 for your 2-day pass. It's definitely the way to go for your value. So without any further ado, we won't have this event go on for too long. We know that the athletes want to make sure that we finish up here, go over to the big podium there and get your photographs, and then we'll continue on with what we did with our live broadcast before, which was I'll be back on the comms, and then we'll have our friends from Capital Bodybuilding ready to do more interviews with you. So without any further ado, I'd like to invite up our proud principal partner to come up and say a few words. We have our representative of C4 Energy. This is the head of the Australia and Asia Pacific region. It's a very warm welcome to Mr. Pete Smith. Thank you very much, Pete.
Thanks for everyone for coming. This program I'm going to have to speak about 15 minutes ago. I just want to thank everyone for coming. Also, I want to thank Nick and Vic for this partnership. I believe that it's 5 minutes away and built on it, so it was a bit of a no-brainer partnering with the guys. We're also in 125 countries around the world, so this is sort of a world event, so it makes sense to sort of partner with the guys. The outside looks amazing. We're the biggest stage in Australian bodybuilding history. I just want to wish everyone the best, and thank everyone for coming.
Very well spoken. And thank you very much for that. I'm going to give you a shameless plug right now, mate. That smart energy has changed my life, I'll tell you what, because it's not a traditional pre-workout. So if ever I get on stage, or I've been very lucky to do some great things in my life, like FIFA World Cup finals and World Championship boxing alongside Nick, but to see a World Championship of bodybuilding and see such a great event here, taking a traditional workout, Pete, when you're doing one of those events, you know, all the beta alanine and all the other things in there, I'll tell you what, that's not a pretty place to be when you're up in front of people. So the smart energy is a great product. Just keeps you laser focused without a physical or best weight. So outstanding. Thank you very much. I'd now like to invite another very special guest to say a few words. The much famed ICN World President who's done wonderful things for I Compete Natural for many years now, and he's here in Canberra for the weekend. Could I please have a very big round of applause for Mr. Wayne McCarran. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, competitors at the 2024
World Natural Games. Appreciate the effort you have gone to come to Canberra, Australia. I know a lot of competitors have been travelling for 30 hours. I had the pleasure of meeting and picking various competitors up at the airports in Sydney and Canberra. It's great to catch up with people that I've met around the world back in my country, in Australia. For Australians who are representing the host nation, thank you also for coming. I hope we can have a memorable event like nothing else. The World Natural Games is a new concept for our sport. I started ICN in 1991, so we've come 33 years, and I really appreciate Nick Boussos for coming up with the innovation of joining sports together and creating something bigger than any one sport by itself. I can see that this is the future of the sport, and I really look forward to the concept of the World Natural Games. It goes to the next year, and I hope if you have a positive experience, you tell everyone, and we grow the World Natural Games into something that for the athletes, who are the most important people in ICN, that we create something that you can not only compete in, but something which becomes part of your family, as all natural competitors are the great educators to their children of health and fitness. We hope your whole family gets involved with the World Natural Games. We're looking at expansion into kids fitness, various other different activities, because ICN, which stands for I Compete Natural, is a concept that is shared across all fitness activities, not just natural bodybuilding, where our origins are. We are really hoping from this landmark event this weekend that we can take the sport up and on whatever we've experienced before. So to the athletes here today, I really hope this weekend is something memorable to you, something different from any other experience that you will have in the past. And I hope with ICN and you guys, we can really almost be a game changer in the fitness area, which I think is really important post-COVID, because we know health and fitness took a considerable knock, and you guys are the voices, you are the army in the trenches who are now preaching and teaching health and fitness. And it's really important, because as the world goes closer into obesity, you are the only guys who can save it, because you are the voices out there. So we do this for your benefit in particular, because we want to reward what you're doing, and hopefully we produce something that is significant. So what I would like to do is hand you over to Nick Boussos, who's our production company, and ACT I Compete Natural created this amazing, wonderful event, and I really see this as a pioneering weekend. Thank you again for coming along to this tonight and for the weekend.
Thank you so much for that, Wayne, and passionate words, and ones that I hope resonate with everybody here for the weekend. It's going to be an absolutely outstanding time. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome up the ICN ACT President and the man who's responsible for putting together the biggest extravaganza of ICN here in Australia, here in history perhaps, as Wayne has just said, combining all of local sports. So without any further ado, please welcome up Mr. Nick Boussos.
Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody for making the effort tonight. It was always wonderful. It's been a lot of hard work with this together. So this, I'm going to tell you a story. It started about, I'd say, 12 months ago. I spoke to him and we wanted to have a big event in Canberra. And I asked him for the Australian titles in 2024. He said, no, we already have them booked in Melbourne, talking, Wayne threw out a couple of suggestions, and I said, what can we do that's bigger? He said, oh, the world titles are in the European country next year. And we sort of got our heads together and started thinking, Viv, who's done an enormous amount of work, my vice president in ICN, ACT, it was all guns blazing, let's do this. And I was sort of, Viv, it's going to be a lot of work. And he absolutely talked me into it 100%. But I told him, you're going to do most of the work. I'm not going to do this work. And I proved to keep my word. So what we have this weekend for you guys is an accumulation of 10 months of really hard work. Talking to corporate sponsors, making partnerships with Cellucor. I'd like to thank Peter so much for being our man rocks, as well as all my other sponsors who's putting a lot of money into this event. I also got to thank all my partners in all the other events. The CrossFit, which has 175 athletes. The Strongman, which has 70 registered athletes, which is the biggest strongman competition in Australian soil this year. We also have a professional wrestling event and a weightlifting event. So all these parties have come together, we've made it work, and I'm so proud of the effort Liv's put in, the whole team, Wayne himself, putting together this weekend. So in closing, I'd just like to say a couple of things. I love bodybuilding, so it's the crown jewel in this expo, 100%. I did the expo for ICN to have this big show. So I knew if I ran this show at this level, I wouldn't get enough people to fill the auditorium. So this weekend is the start of something we hope to do again, maybe biannually or at another time. But please, everybody who's here, enjoy yourselves. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy Canberra. And I hope you get some memories you can take home to your other countries or wherever you've come from in Australia. And thank you very much for being a part of this weekend.
We really appreciate those wonderful words, great story behind the genesis of this great event. Thank you very much to Wayne for your words, and thanks so much, Pete, for being such a big part of C4 and C4, for being such a big part of this weekend. So once again, we welcome everybody. Please make sure you do us a favour this weekend, take lots of photos, lots of promotion, tag us in all sorts of bits and pieces. I'll do a few TikTok videos and all the other bits and pieces I've got going out there, and we'll make sure that we turn this into the biggest event possible. So thanks very much to everybody. We hope you have a very wonderful time. I can see the team from Italy here, so grazie mille. Thank you very much for being here, and thanks to everyone that's made their way. As I come across everybody, come and say g'day, and I'll do my best to make this the most exciting weekend for you up on stage, and of course when we do our interviews here as well. So without any further ado, I'll close off our gala evening. Please don't go too far. Make your way over for our professional photos here in front of our hoarding board, ICN, ACT, and of course ICN worldwide. Also I can then make a special mention to Tony Lanciano, our Australian President, who's here as well. So Tony, thank you very much for being here and being part of our big weekend as well. So a round of applause for everyone involved in the ICN. So a couple of photos, guys, and then after that I'll be back in commentary. I'm going to be talking to Blake and Miloslav from Capital Bodybuilding for the interviews. And then we'll get all that out there into the social media link. We start tomorrow at 9 a.m. fresh, I think. So outside of that, we'll see everybody at about 7:58, ready to go. Thanks very much, everybody. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
I broke my neck in 2000 in a snowboarding accident. To stand without my knee locking out was probably the first time I've done that in 24 years.
I fractured my skull in 2004. For the first time today, I started to get feeling back in that side.
Now I'm walking without a walking stick, without a walker. I'm coming back to how I was prior to MS.
He was able to learn to stand again, take assisted steps, which they had said would be impossible.
I think it's bringing bad luck. Plug in, now you're lit. I pull the plug, now you're stuck. Dignity over a nut. Weak man all in the cut. How many doors are they shut? How many feathers they pluck? Rap game like my sleeping pattern, cause how the fuck I'm still up?
You're the ones expecting to find your perfect home. That's why you choose Mortgage Choice. With options from over 35 lenders, your local broker can help find the right home loan for you. The choice is easy. Mortgage Choice.
Inside, many things they go on inside. Midnight, see vibes. Now it's in my soul they need now. Wanna get wild.
Put the pedal to the metal when I'm in this. I'm dancing with the devil. Never worry about if I'ma beat another level with the shovel. I'm a dollar carbon kettle. I got God DNA in my blood flowing in every vessel. So surprising how they thought that they could pass me when the past. Put the pedal to the metal when I'm in this. I'm dancing with the devil. Never worry about if I'ma beat another level with the shovel. I'm a dollar carbon kettle. I got God DNA in my blood flowing in every vessel. So surprising how they thought that they could pass me when the past.
the ones expecting to find your perfect home. That's why you choose Mortgage Choice. With options from over 35 lenders, your local broker can help find the right home loan for you. The choice is easy. Mortgage Choice.
Inside, many things they go on inside. Midnight, see vibes. Now it's in my soul they need now. Wanna get wild.
I broke my neck in 2000 in a snowboarding accident. To stand without my knee locking out was probably the first time I've done that in 24 years.
I fractured my skull in 2004. For the first time today, I started to get feeling back in that side.
Now I'm walking without a walking stick, without a walker. I'm coming back to how I was prior to MS.
He was able to learn.
I think it's bringing bad luck. Plug in, now you're lit. I pull the plug, now you're stuck. Dignity over a nut. Weak man all in the cut. How many doors are they shut? How many feathers they pluck? Rap game like my sleeping pattern, cause how the fuck I'm still up?
You're the ones expecting to find your perfect home. That's why you choose Mortgage Choice. With options from over 35 lenders, your local broker can help find the right home loan for you. The choice is easy. Mortgage Choice.
Inside, many things they go on inside. Midnight, see vibes. Now it's in my soul, they need now. Wanna get wild.
Put the pedal to the metal when I'm in this. I'm dancing with the devil. Never worry about if I'ma beat another level with the shovel. I'm a dog, call the kettle like I got DNA in my blood flowing in every vessel. So surprising how they thought that they could pass me when the past.
Back live again now after our official gala introduction and evening. Back with Christina Angeli again, our wellness professional. Christina, how was the start? It was a great start to the weekend and a great introduction. Did you enjoy that?
It was. It was actually just talking to some athletes as they come through, and they're saying they're feeling the energy now. They're feeling the anticipation, the excitement. So I can feel it still. People in the room, they're all giddy, they're exciting, they're chatting. So I think everyone's getting really, really excited for a great day, and it's a full crowd.
Absolutely. So we've had all of our gala introductions now. Photos are being taken, and we've got Capital Bodybuilding ready to go with our interviews again one more time. So we'll chuck it over now, and it is Miloslav with the first interview with Gurpreet. Over to you, Miloslav.
With Capital Bodybuilding with Gurpreet, who's travelled all the way from New Zealand. Gurpreet, how does it feel to finally be here and be amongst it all, be amongst all these other people, and be ready to go rock and roll for tomorrow?
Thank you, buddy. It's such an honour to be representing my country, but also to be amongst all of these world-class athletes. The size and scale of this event, epic.
Yeah, that's awesome to see, man. So, how was the flight over here, and what was the game plan for your peak week and everything like that leading to the competition? So, as you might know, when you're in the aeroplane, sometimes you can hold a bit of water and stuff like that. How was it? How did it feel to sort of come and land the plane and get ready for the show?
Yeah, I mean, I guess first things, the hard work is sort of done. It's for most of the folk out here, it's been months and months of prep.
Yeah.
When it comes to the finer detail, Henry Lynn, just in the corner over there, he's sort of, bringing in those 1% in, making sure the water is in all the right places. But yeah, the work's done and it's just about executing now, so fairly relaxed about that. Yeah.
Awesome, man. So on behalf of Capital Bodybuilding, we wish you all the best, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Yeah. There was Miloslav with Gurpreet, the first of our athletes for the second round of interviews here. Christina was bang on the mark a moment ago. The energy inside the venue here is fantastic. I hope you're ready for the show for those that are attending. It's going to be a wonderful weekend of activities, and then on top of that as well, we are live on pay-per-view as well, so please make sure that you grab that if possible. Christina, it is loud and proud in here. It looks outstanding. What are you making of it all?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of athletes, and I'm seeing a lot of good physiques, right? So, everyone is dressed up, but you can see those shoulders popping. You can see even the guys, right? Their taper coming in through their suit jackets. So, some impressive physiques, I think, that are going to be uncovered over the next few days. And when we saw earlier in the night, our pro lineup, so that's always a good one, right? They always bring the conditioning, they always bring the size. So, we have a good mix, I think, of amateurs and pros. The best, right? You don't go to compete at Worlds if you're not in your best shape. So that's what we're going to see.
It's a scary sight at the moment. Let's go over to Darko now, who's ready with the next of our athletes.
Hey guys, Dr. Current Bodybuilding here again. I'm here with Giovanni from the Gold Coast. How are you feeling? How nervous feeling leading to the show this weekend?
Yeah, pretty nervous. I mean, it's a big stage for me, but I'm glad to be here.
Right, what category are you competing in this weekend?
I'll be competing in men's bodybuilding.
Men's bodybuilding. What about the category of bodybuilding that draws you to it, if that makes sense? Like, what do you love about it so much?
For me, I've got 3 kids, and I'm just trying to set an example and give it a crack. I mean, I gave it a stab about this time last year, so it's been about a year. So I guess setting an example and competing naturally is probably my focus and wellness.
Yeah. And the whole family here, I'm guessing, is going to support you? Or?
Yeah, they'll be definitely, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. So, well, on behalf of Cap Bodybuilding, wish you the best of luck for this weekend.
Thanks very much.
Can't see you on stage.
Cheers.
Back to you guys.
Again, live now. Thanks very much to that Darko interview. Our competitors rip-roaring and ready to go here. Very impressed with the amount of internationals that we have here as well, Christina. 20 overall. That's going to be superb. And the amount of CrossFit athletes that we have here too, weightlifters, is outstanding.
Yeah. And I think I've seen some of the also presidents from around. So I think it's the New Zealand president here, some of the Australian state presidents as well. So everyone's come out to show their support, which is so nice. You know, it's really, really nice. We're all competitors and, you know, but it's so nice that everyone comes, we band together, the whole ICN Federation absolutely band together to make this a sensational world. So
absolutely.
It's lovely.
Yeah, you're spot on. There's so many wonderful competitors here. We've seen Australian national president, world president, New Zealand president, and then on top of that as well, as you said, there's also the state presidents as well that are here too, which is good. All right, we'll be back with more interviews in just a moment. We're going to head to an ad break.
I broke my neck in 2000 in a snowboarding accident. To stand without my knee locking out was probably the first time I've done that in 24 years.
I fractured my skull in 2004. For the first time today, I started to get feeling back in that side.
Now I'm walking without a walking stick, without a walker. I'm coming back to how I was prior to MS.
He was able to learn to stand again, take assisted steps, which they had said would be impossible.
I think it's bringing bad luck. Plug in, now you're lit. I pull the plug, now you're stuck. Dignity over a nut. Weak man all in the cut. How many doors are they shut? How many feathers they pluck? Rap game like my sleeping pattern, cause how the fuck I'm still up?
You're the ones expecting to find your perfect home. That's why you choose Mortgage Choice. With options from over 35 lenders, your local broker can help find the right home loan for you. The choice is easy. Mortgage Choice.
They go on inside midnight, see vibes. Now it's in my soul they need now. When they get wild.
Put the pedal to the metal when I'm in this. I'm dancing with the devil.
Back again live here. Thanks very much to our partners for their wonderful messages. Christina, we're ready to go with our next lot of interviews. Miloslav is lined up, so we'll head over to him straight away and get him underway with the next of our competitors. Over to you, Miloslav.
Hey guys, welcome. We've got Miloslav from Capital Bodybuilding. I'm with Gugan. So, how was your flight over, and how does it feel to finally be here in front of everyone and soak up the atmosphere that's here?
Actually, it's quite amazing. At the same time, it's quite crazy, and to see how natural bodybuilding show have increased to a next level, and quite excited for next 2 to 3 days.
Awesome, man. So, so you came from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Background is Indian.
Yeah.
And you're competing in, was it fitness?
Yeah, it's men's fitness.
Yeah. So, leading into the show, so on your flight and everything like that, how did you peak? How are you going to peak for the show? So, are you going to do quite a bit of a carb load, or have you been loading since Wednesday?
So yeah, so my whole protocol was mainly well planned. Yep. So while I was traveling, actually I was depleting.
Yep.
And I started my carb up from today.
Yep.
And it's going to be till tomorrow.
Awesome.
And then show day on Sunday.
Yeah, awesome. All right,
Yeah.
Gugan, well, all the best for tomorrow, and we will see you on stage, and we wish you all the best. And
Thank you so much, and all the best to everybody else.
Thank you, man. All the best. Good luck.
It's Miloslav there with another one of our great competitors doing a fantastic job out there, Capital Bodybuilding. Now, Christina, thank you so much for all of the magnificent work you've done tonight. Look forward to seeing your comeback. Looking forward to hearing you over the weekend. All sorts of wonderful things happening in your space. We'll sign you out for the night, but I hope you enjoyed everything tonight.
I did. Thanks all. Speak to you all soon.
Fantastic. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Good on you. Thanks very much. That was Christina and July there, our fitness wellness professional. So thank you so much to Christina. Now we'll go back over to Darko with another one of our competitors. Over to you, Darko.
Yeah, okay. Hey guys, Darko from Bodybuilding here again. I'm here with
Miss Dulce Franco.
And funny fact, she's one of 2 Filipino women competing here at the ICN World Natural Games. Tell us a bit about that. Like, how does it feel to be one of 2?
Actually, so excited, and it's just like overwhelmed. And then this is a dream. That dream comes true for me.
Yeah, beautiful. So, how's prep been leading into this comp? Like, no complications? Everything's been good, or?
Actually, this one is actually quite easy for me because I just competed like few last season, so coming down here, so it's just like, all right, I can do it. Let's go Team Philippines.
Beautiful. You told me before that you want to represent the Philippines.
Yes.
So,
definitely.
how's it feel representing your home country?
So proud to be here, standing at AIS representing Philippines.
Team Philippines.
Team Philippines.
Well, on behalf of Couple Bodybuilding, wish you the best of luck this
Thank you very
weekend.
much.
And
Thank you.
Come and see you on stage.
Yeah, see you.
Back to you guys.
See you guys.
Our competitors, thanks very much again, as I was saying, to Capital Bodybuilding. We also have to say a big thank you to C4 Cellucor for their wonderful principal support here for the ICN World Natural Games. As I mentioned before, there's so many wonderful things coming up this weekend: bodybuilding, CrossFit, strongman. There's also, of course, the wrestling, professional wrestling that's taking place, the ICN bodybuilding. It's just lining up to be an absolutely outstanding weekend. So Miloslav is lined up now and ready to go with another one of our competitors. We want to make sure we get through as many of our interviews as possible, knowing that the competitors are getting ready for tomorrow. So we'll go back over to you now, Miloslav.
Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm with another competitor, Jane, who's flown in from New Zealand. So, Jane, so how does it feel to finally be here along this atmosphere that's electric at the moment? How does it feel to be, finally here after your flight and everything like that? And
really good. Very stoked to be here, to be part of this massive event. I didn't really think would make the season would lead to this. Yeah. So it's pretty awesome seeing all the others as well and just being amongst it all.
Yeah, that's awesome. So are you? So which category are you doing tomorrow? Sunday, sorry.
Yeah, tomorrow as well. Also, I'll be doing novice wellness tomorrow, and then Miss Sports Model Pro on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So how did your lead up to the event go? So did you start your carb up a bit earlier, or did you wait until you landed to sort of see how you look after the
Yeah, it was. So my carb up was yesterday and the day before, so I did like a double. So definitely for during this week. And yeah, just with my coach monitoring what the body looks as well, just to see if any other changes are needed. But Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, awesome.
Doing the final touches now.
And have you seen the state yet?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Saw it earlier. Yeah,
So-
it's pretty. It looks pretty cool.
Nah, awesome.
I can't wait. Yeah.
So on behalf of Capital Bodybuilding, all the best, and we will see you on the weekend.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you. Also.
Thank you.
Great chat there, Miloslav, with our competitors there. Lots of smiles on their faces, which is something that is magnificent to see. They look so excited, so happy, and more than anything, they're just ready to compete here. It's going to be a great weekend of action. The weather's turned it on too. It's a beautiful, balmy 22, 23 degrees all weekend long. Will be very comfortable for our competitors. The venue is all set up and ready to go there. The world stage is all lined up. We'll have the wrestling ring in the middle of the arena later on as well. The vendors are all set up, ready to talk to people tomorrow as well, so I hope everybody really enjoys everything that is coming up. The guys are ready. Darko is over there with another one of our competitors, so we'll hand it over to you, Darko.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here from Darko. I'm here with
PSA?
PSA. Should be competing this weekend. In what category are we competing?
Fitness.
Fitness.
Yes.
How are we feeling leading into the show? Nerves settled or are you, like excited?
I'm both nervous, excited, but I'm super excited to be here. Like, this is an epic venue to be a part of something so big. It's amazing.
So has it all settled in that you'll be competing on the world stage on Sunday? Has it settled in? Are you still like overwhelmed in a way?
I am very overwhelmed. I was walking around backstage before and tears just started to form in my eyes. I was just, just so proud to represent Australia and like the tears coming on now. But very, very proud to be here and be a part of this awesome
Beautiful.
event. Yeah.
What about the sport bodybuilding in general? What about does it bring back to you? Does it bring joy? Are you just happy to do it in general? Like
there's so many answers to that one, so many. But I think, look, the mindset that it brings, the mental fortitude that it builds.
Disciplines in a way as well. Yeah.
Amazing, yeah.
Well, on behalf of Capital Bodybuilding, we wish you the best of luck on Sunday.
Thank you so much.
Come see you on stage and hopefully place.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Smiles there with Darko and the competitors all ready to go. It's an exciting weekend here for everybody involved in Canberra bodybuilding, not only those that have travelled here from around Australia, around the world. That's what we're so excited about here. So promises to be a fantastic time. The smiles are the most exciting part of this broadcast and the pre-broadcast. Don't forget to make sure you look for the pay-per-view. For each state it's $24.99, or for the 2-day pass it is $35.99. Now we know that that's definitely the best way when it comes to value, and that's what you want to be purchasing. And for those that are here inside the venue, please make your way. It's only $50 a ticket inside the actual venue to watch the show itself. So overall, cheaper online if you can't make it, but please come in because it is very well priced. It looks like we've got Miloslav ready with another two of our competitors, so it is over to you, Miloslav.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm with Christy and Cozzy, who flew all the way down from South Australia. So how does it feel to finally be here in this atmosphere that's electric? You're so close to the show day. How does it feel to finally be amongst it?
Amazing. We're super excited. I've got 3 little ones at home that are going to be watching me. So yeah, can't wait to get up there and enjoy the whole show.
Yes, so exciting. I can't even believe that we've made it, to be honest. It's been a really long season, but we just can't wait.
That's what was going to be my next question. So leading up to this show, did you do any previous warm-up shows or anything like that? Or, when did you actually start your preparations for, this season?
So I started in May, my prep in May, and then I did IFBB, I think, start of September, then the state show, nationals, and then here.
Oh
so
my
yeah,
gosh.
it's been a few months.
And me, I've done state show, nationals, and now Canberra.
So how does it actually feel to finally be here after all those shows? Because obviously, you have to carb up for that show, then you deplete again, and then to carb up and deplete so many times. So to finally get here, I'm guessing this is the last show for the season.
Yes, last show.
Yeah. So how does it feel to finally the last show to give everything you got?
Well, it's been tough, the whole prep and all the changes. The last few weeks hasn't been too bad. I've actually carved up a little bit more, and I'm feeling a lot more rested. So
Yeah, I'm the same. I think by the time it's your 3rd show, you've gone through it how many times, and now you just come towards the end, you're ready, your adrenaline's there, so you're feeling good.
Yeah, awesome. So on behalf of Capital Bodybuilding, all the best, and we'll see you on the weekend.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
See ya.
All the best.
Very much for that, Miloslav. Another great interview with two beautiful women ready to compete on the weekend. They're happy, they're all smiley, and they're going to have a fantastic time here. So we continue on now as we get ready. We're wrapping up our evening now. We've got one of our competitors all the way from Italy lined up. This guy is looking magnificent. ICN Italy shirt on. He's got the Gucci pants. He's got an Armani set of shoes on. Absolutely fantastic. But before we talk to him, we are going to throw to an ad break and say thanks to our wonderful partners.
I broke my neck in 2000 in a snowboarding accident. To stand without my knee locking out was probably the first time I've done that in 24 years.
I fractured my skull in 2004. For the first time today, I started to get feeling back in that side.
Now I'm walking without a walking stick, without a walker. I'm coming back to how I was prior MS.
He was able to learn to stand again, take assisted steps, which they had said would be impossible.
I think it's bringing bad luck. Plug in, now you're lit. I pull the plug, now you're stuck. Dignity over a nut. Weak man all in the cut. How many doors are they shut? How many feathers they pluck? Rap game like my sleeping pattern, cause how the fuck I'm still up?
Hey guys, I'm here now with Luca, all the way from, as you see, Italy. So, Luca, how are you feeling leading into the comp?
Sorry.
How are you feeling leading into the comp? How are you feeling?
Okay, I'm feeling good. Heading the competition is quite nice. I mean, it's a good atmosphere, really nice. What I like at most is all athletes so close, working together, working hard to show their what comes out from their sacrifices, and this is the pinnacle of the year, the main event, and I'm so proud, so happy to be here. I really want to bring the show to the next level, you know what I mean? 10 years competing, and maybe this would be the best one.
Well, hopefully it is. How does it feel representing Italy, your home country?
I'm so proud of it. I'm Italian team captain. So at the moment I'm, let's say, the one going around for all the ICN shows representing Italy since 10 years. And I had a lot of satisfaction. So I'm pretty used to this, but each time it's like the first time. So, you know, it's okay. If the things are going good, I have another competition, so maybe it's a light cheat meal on the same night, but really light because I have to keep tight and go again into another peak week.
Yeah, peak week.
Yeah.
Well, on behalf of Cup Bodybuilding, wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Saturday.
Thank you so much.
Come and see you on stage and hopefully place.
Yes, of course. We hope so.
Back to you
That
guys.
was Darko there with one of our great competitors lined up, and I'm now joined for the first time on our broadcast. And for the first time this weekend, you'll be hearing a lot from this man. This is Jay Acharya, who is our President, ICN India, President, United Arab Emirates. Jay, great to see you, mate. Thank you so much for joining us here, mate. It's an absolute pleasure. You dressed the part, looking absolutely outstanding. It must be an honour for you to be here, and this is not your first rodeo at the world level, so great to see you, mate. Very warm welcome to Canberra.
Thank you, mate. What a beautiful welcome, and thank you for having me here. I'm stoked to be here. This is going to be a fantastic, jam-packed, weekend full of amazing natural sports, and I think a true embodiment of what we're going for here, which is the World Natural Games. And I can feel that. I mean, look at all the nations here, Stevie. It's amazing.
It's crazy, Jay. They're so well represented, and like you said, across all those other sports as well. We've got the weightlifting, you've got not only the bodybuilding that we do here, but the strongman. You've also got the CrossFit, professional wrestling on Saturday night as well. It's outstanding. Tell us a little bit there about Luca, if you don't mind. A little bit about his story and what's coming up for him this weekend.
Look, it's a beautiful story. Luke has obviously been doing back-to-back competitions, and the beauty here is that this is his grand salute, so to speak. He's a pro athlete. I believe he's got his double pro card in bodybuilding and classic physique, and I think he really wants to take over. Is that better? Yep, cool. He really wants to take over and, I guess, get a win in his pro bodybuilding career.
Yep.
And then what a way to end that.
What an opportunity to do it now at world level, which would be absolutely perfect for him, right?
100%.
Absolutely. So we thank you, Jay, for being a part of it. Now, for the benefit of everybody watching this broadcast this evening, you'll be a huge part of the weekend. We're looking forward to seeing you as part of the show both Saturday and Sunday. You'll be on commentary. You'll be out there with me. All sorts of wonderful things happening, and we're very excited that you are a part of it, mate. So thank you so much for being here. We've got Miloslav ready with another one of our competitors. I can't quite see, but if you can, Jay, let us know what you can see over there.
All right.
We're all looking, aren't we? We're sort of looking tight here to see what we can. We'll
are.
go over to Miloslav now, and then we'll talk about that interview afterwards.
Jesse flew from South Australia. So Jesse, how does it feel to finally be here, be amongst it in this electric atmosphere?
Oh, absolutely. Been so excited to get here. It's been an absolutely insane experience so far. It's been so awesome to see the stage at Gala that they've actually gone to for this event. It's going to be incredible stepping up there.
Yeah, 100%, man. So which category will we be doing?
So I'll be doing classic physique, so the open class, and also the pro division as well. So I'm actually the only pro qualifier in the pro show, so it'll be good to verse the pro athletes from around the world and see how we go.
How awesome is that, man? And
great experience.
As you will know, it's going to be stacked, and you know it's going to be such a good experience. So flying into Canberra, so did you have any issues with any planes or anything like that?
As always, a few delays here and there, but we made it in the end, so that's the main thing.
And with your carb up leading into the event, did you carb up? Did you have a bit of an earlier carb up or a
so carb up started last night, so we did a full water load throughout the week. So no sodium, no carbs, loading water. So from pretty much 8 litres to about 12. Then yesterday only had about 2 litres, 300 ml of water today, and then no water tomorrow. But all the carbs and the sodiums come back in, so everything's starting to fill up. Yeah.
And when you start having those carbs, it's going to be pushing against your muscles. You're going to look 2 times as shredded, man.
It's already started, so it's looking good.
How good's that?
Yeah, can't wait.
Awesome, man. So all the best for the weekend.
Thank you so much.
Wish you all the best, and we'll see you then.
We'll see you there.
Thanks,
Thank you.
It was Miloslav, another one of our great competitors. And one thing, Jay, we've been talking about on this broadcast so far is just how brilliant the athletes look. I tell you what, like, you know, state shows and the ones that, you know, national shows even, everyone looks good. But here at these World Natural Games, everybody just looks outstanding. They look big, they look strong, they look ready to go. And I tell you what, that must be, you know, very impressive, as you would know, from all the sort of big national level shows you do around the world. I mean, these guys are just here to bring their A game, and they look brilliant.
They do. And I think you bang on with that, Steve. You know, at the end of the day, you've got the best of the best in the world coming to represent their country. And so you're not just seeing good level athletes or great level athletes. You're seeing the ultimate, the best of the best of each country. And I think, again, as a world title, that's what you would absolutely expect.
Yeah, and I think that's the main thing, is that there's no competitors here that aren't here to take out the gold, right? I mean, we saw competitors that are over 80 years of age. We've seen competitors here that are, you know, in their 30s, 40s, 20s, but they're just in outstanding condition, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. So we're just checking out to see if Darko has got somebody else. He does. He's got one of the great men, Sujan Silpaka here, the Nepalese bandit. He's one of the great men of all time. So we'll chuck over to Darko now, and we'll have our interview with Sujan.
I'm Suzanne from Nepal, representing Nepal. How are you feeling leading into the show?
It's pretty good, actually. I'm with ICN from last 6 years, so I have done my old segment back in 2019, and I won my show at that time, so I'm back again, so I'm very excited to do that again.
And what category are we competing in this weekend?
I'm doing fitness and physics.
Physics.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, the bodybuilding in general, the sport, what does it mean to you?
It means to me like it's like a motivation. It's like we're natural. So we're natural bodybuilding. So we totally go natural and no any shitty stuff. So it can be more healthy stuff. So I like bodybuilding, and it motivates me, and my family also motivates me. So I still go on in this part.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm guessing your wife and your family is all here to support you for tomorrow.
Yes. Every time when I go everywhere, she is always with me.
Your biggest fan.
Biggest fan, and she's the motivation of me. So
that's it.
Me and my son, they're always with me.
Does he want to compete one day like his dad? Or?
He had competed last year.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Yep.
So maybe I try to compete him, but in natural. I don't know this kid's gonna grow up and how they go.
Yep.
But I try to get in natural bodybuilding as well.
Good. So it's a good sport, good hobby to get into, training, you know, and then competing, showing off your hard work.
That makes you more disciplined, actually. That's
100%,
more discipline,
yes.
more focus, and it's making the part is more healthy.
Yes.
I know bodybuilding, it's like a bit tough when you do a bodybuilding come in a couple of weeks, but
Yes.
it's more healthy.
Yeah, 100%. Well, on behalf of Cap Bodybuilding, wish you the best of luck this Saturday, and come and see you on stage and hopefully place.
Thank you very much.
No
Nepal.
Back to you guys.
Thank you very much. Darko there with Sujan Silpago, the nicest guy in bodybuilding, the nicest guy in the world, Jay. He's such a nice guy. I love seeing him. He's so warm and he's such a good competitor. He always brings, fantastic shape and condition and package to the stage. He's a great guy, and I wish him all the best.
So do I. He's got that humbleness about him, and that's another thing, Steve, that I've noticed about all of these athletes here. Everyone is just so humble, down to earth. They've done the hard work and they're here to really represent.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got those guys that are doing great things, Darko and Miloslav, talking to a lot of our fantastic competitors. So we'll just wait and see who we're going to grab next. But we're enjoying our broadcast here, and in the meantime, we'll head over to an ad break. We'll say thanks to our wonderful partners, and we'll be back in just a moment.
I broke my neck in 2000 in a snowboarding accident. To stand without my knee locking out was probably the first time I've done that in 24 years.
I fractured my skull in 2004. For the first time today, I started to get feeling back in that side.
Now I'm walking without a walking stick, without a walker. I'm coming back to how I was prior to MS.
He was able to learn to stand again, take assisted steps, which they had said would be impossible.
I think it's bringing bad luck. Plug in, now you're lit. I pull the plug, now you're stuck. Dignity over a nut. Weak man all in the cut. How many doors are they shut? How many feathers they pluck? Rap game like my sleeping pattern, cause how the fuck I'm still up?
You're the ones expecting to find your perfect home. That's why you choose Mortgage Choice. With options from over 35 lenders, your local broker can help find the right home loan for you. The choice is easy. Mortgage Choice. Put the pedal to the metal when I'm in this. I'm dancing with the devil. Never worry about if I'ma beat another level with the shovel. I'm a dollar carving kettle like I got.
Welcome back. I'm Milsa from Capital Bodybuilding, and I'm here with
Tony Lanciano.
Nice to meet you. So, how does it feel to finally to be here, be amongst all the electric atmosphere, and to see everyone around here, and to be amongst it?
Absolutely love it. I mean, I call it like game day. I coach football, and you do all the training, you do the pre-season and all that. Same as what the competitors do, and then and this weekend is game day, and the excitement and the excitement bounces off the competitors, and hopefully when I'm there, because I'll be DJing for them there. Yeah. So I'm the Australian president, but I'll do any job, whatever it takes. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I've always looked at my ICN competitors as the stars of the show.
Yeah.
Because without them, we wouldn't exist. So they're very, very important to us.
That's exactly right. And have you seen the stage yet?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's looking at the stage. It literally gives me goosebumps. And coming from an athlete's perspective, how do you think they would feel walking out into something like that?
I actually took some of them for a bit of a tour, and they were just like overwhelmed on, wow, this is. I'm going to be on this stage, and that's what we at ICN is all about. Is about an experience. We want them to have a great experience, and that's really important to us. Like I always say, I can control everything about the show except for the judging. The judging is up to the judges and that. But you know what? I always say at workshops, I always say, listen, you just going on stage will inspire someone, and I hope one day you meet someone and come up and say, guess what? You inspired me. And my wife was telling me a story of last year's at the Australian. This girl came up and said, I went to the show and I've been inspired. Guess what? She competed in one of our shows in Melbourne and won the overall.
There you go.
So there you are. You just never know.
And that's the thing about bodybuilding. You know, the atmosphere in bodybuilding is so niche compared to other sports, and because it's obviously so individualised. But for people to understand is that you've got your whole team behind you, your wife, your partner, your other people, external factors, external motivation that will give you that extra motivation to go ahead and do it. And
100%. I after the shows, I feel like, even though I'm dead to the world, I feel like I want to go to the gym and start training because I've gone, wow, look at these guys up here and the girls and that, and that's really important again, is what they also influence in the fitness industry, but also in general. I mean, we came up with the bikini mama, fitness mama, because we thought if mum is training and eating right, hopefully the rest of the family will follow suit as well, especially with the obesity in the world at the moment. So little things like that can make a big difference.
100%. So thanks for your time, and we'll see you on the weekend.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
There was Miloslav with Tony Lanciano, Australian president. He'd be a man that you know pretty well, Jane, would have come across.
Pretty well. Yep.
Yeah.
One of the men responsible for these amazing events that we have through Australia, and he's always so happy and warm.
Yeah, he definitely comes across that way. Lovely guy. Looks like he's having a lot of fun there, which is outstanding. And cruising around, the floor here, still talking to everybody. So it's been really good, Joe. You're just telling us some great stories there about the 7 shows you've run in India so far. I tell you what, you must have some frequent flyer miles, mate. I hope you fly with the same airline. You rack that status up, mate.
Mate, I'll tell you a quick story. I did with Singapore Airlines, and unfortunately, I've been flying with Qantas recently, so not quite stacking up how I'd like to, but nonetheless, I get to go to these amazing shows, and that's what it's about.
Perfect, mate. No, that's really good. Also, another show coming up in Dubai later in the year as well. Second show. Is this the second show ever in Dubai? Is that,
it will be, yes.
Awesome.
And the final one's, of course, in India as well, which is the granddaddy, so to speak.
Yeah. Good for you, mate. That is really great to hear. All right, we've got Dadakor lined up as well with another couple of our competitors. Over to you, Dadakor.
Hey guys, I'm Duncan, bodybuilding. I'm here with the president of ICN from New Zealand. How are we feeling representing all the athletes here representing New Zealand? How are we feeling?
Yeah, we're really excited. We've got a team of 32 athletes.
Wow.
We're really proud of every single one of them. Everyone's brought their absolute A game, so we can't wait for tomorrow and Sunday.
How's travelling over here for the athletes?
Well, it's actually okay because it's only for most of them 3.5, 4 hours at the most from New Zealand to one of the main airports, and then another half an hour to Canberra. So it's really no big deal for them. Yeah.
And what does it mean to the athletes representing their country, New Zealand?
Oh, they're super proud.
Very, very proud. Yes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We've fitted them out with team uniforms.
I saw you.
Yeah, and they just they just love wearing them, love flying the New Zealand flag.
It's always good to represent your country on the national stage and get national ICN games, So you guys must be proud of them tremendously.
Oh, he's super proud, and a lot of them have said to me that this has been their dream or their goal to represent their country in a sport, and it just happens to be bodybuilding that they've managed to achieve it in. And quite a number of them are I guess, ticking off something pretty major on their bucket list this weekend, and it's so exciting. And it's actually really humbling for us as presidents to have a team of 32 athletes follow us here,
Team New Zealand did come in strong, I saw, so I've been seeing, so.
We're
always good to see.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it, yeah.
Well, on behalf of Camp Bodybuilding, I wish you guys and your team the best of luck, and we can't wait to see your athletes on stage, and hopefully place, and make New Zealand proud.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Thank you very much for that, Dadakor. More great competitors and people that are involved here with our weekend. Absolutely outstanding. We're getting ready to kick it all off tomorrow. The doors open 8:30, I'd say. I'm gonna say it's half an hour early. I'm not sure, but noting that we start at 9 o'clock, and we've also got the CrossFit, the rest of the competitors as well. It should be a fantastic day of action. So we're very excited about it. Jay Acharya joining me on the broadcast. Jay, you'll be leading a lot of the commentary, and you'll be front and center tomorrow of all of our broadcasts. So we can't wait to see you, mate. You're dressed to the part. He's got the great watch on as well. This man, he's looking outstanding. A busy man, and that's showing, and we appreciate all the wonderful support. So thanks to you. Couple more interviews to come. We've got Ryan Fredericks here, the Western Australian ICN State President with Miloslav. So that is wonderful. Another great interview coming up now. We'll chuck over to him. Over to you, Miloslav.
Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm with Ryan, the president of Western Australia ICN. So we just we were just talking about. So how was the flight down? And how does it feel to finally be here amongst it?
Yeah, it was great, man. I've come now to support Nick and Viv a few times. I came for the gold class last year and got absolutely stomped on by your local pros and Lee Lim.
Yeah.
So I love coming to Canberra. No, I mean, they're doing great things for natural bodybuilding promotion. As we can see here, they're taking it to new levels. So getting on a plane, no matter how far, to get to here is more than worth it every time.
Yep.
But, West Australians, we're used to travelling. We like to support ICN Australia where we can, and we get on a plane, we get here, and
So coming from Western Australia to here, obviously last time you came, you were a competitor. Now you're coming. How did you feel? Did it feel any different, or did it feel just like another day in the?
No. Look, when you're competing, you tend to set up your flying so that it's a little bit more palatable, right? You just fly at better times of the day, you make sure your check-ins are aligned, all that sort of stuff. Whereas to come to here, I just kind of got the best flight I could get, which means I come here in the morning, my check-in's a bit later, so that's the main thing, I kind of just roll with the punches a little bit more now. But I've been here as an athlete. I know that it's worthwhile coming to ACT regardless of where you come from, so I knew that my W athletes would be looked after, and
that's exactly right.
It's been good.
And I'm sure you had a look at the stage.
Phenomenal, bro.
Man, I had a look and I was gobsmacked. I was like, that is the craziest thing I've ever seen. So how do you think, how do you think it would feel to walk out onto that?
I was actually seeing some of my West Australian athletes in the hotel at Abode, and it was, I was waxing lyrical. I'm not sure if anyone knows this about presidents and promoters, but like someone who's bought their first dream home or their dream home, you get a bit house proud, right?
Yeah.
We get a bit stage proud.
Yeah.
We love our stage. We pick it and we do all the things, and that makes me a little bit stage insecure. So it's one of the best natural bodybuilding, if not bodybuilding stages anyone could compete on. I'm a competitor. You just want to compete on the best productions, and everyone tomorrow is going to be so thrilled to be able to step on that stage.
It's so funny, man, because I remember when we had the gold class for season B in ACT, we had a sort of similar gala night, and they gave a preview of the stage that's going to be there on the weekend, and I literally had goosebumps. I'm like, man, I wish I could qualify for it right now and get on stage, and then I'm walking around amongst all these people, they're shredded. I'm like, oh, there's no chance. But it's giving me that itch. I'm like, so
it does, and that's the kind of the point, right? Is to not for this just to be a flash in the pan, is to keep pushing the quality of the product for natural bodybuilding forward, so that it not only inspires those athletes to come back and put in their best, but athletes of past, athletes new, to see what ICN's doing and where we're taking the sport.
Yeah, awesome. So on behalf of Capital Bodybuilding, man, we appreciate you for coming on.
Thank you, boys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
And there we have another great interview there from Miloslav with our Western Australian State President. I tell you what's harder, you reckon, Joe? State presidency, national presidency, world presidency? There's so much to it by the sounds of all the great stories you've told.
There is a lot to it. I'd say the hardest probably is of our founder, Wayne McDonald, the world president. A lot of responsibility on those shoulders, making sure that the world is running smoothly. So I definitely do not envy him.
Yeah, getting it done, always very, very difficult. And like you said in your... So you must, though, promote the most individual shows out of anyone in the year, though. You have to.
Correct. I mean, with India alone, 1.4 billion is the population. Of course, not that many athletes. I wish there was that many athletes, but there's not. But look, it's definitely very straining in the best way possible, but a lot to it, as you know.
Yep.
So, it is hectic. And with those numbers that we often get in India, it is... very difficult for the judges to get through that, even between 2 to 3 days, but nonetheless, they've always got their work cut out for them.
Fantastic. We're expecting to see a few of them here as well, as part of the weekend.
I believe we are. There should be a few Indians here, representing our great nation.
Excellent. That sounds great. All right, we've got Darko ready now with another interview, so let's head back over to you, Darko.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here with the president from Queensland of ICN, Jason. How are you feeling?
Mate, I'm feeling like a bit of a buzz. Like, I walked in this morning about 10 o'clock to see you setting up and just went, wow, I am looking forward to tomorrow.
Multi-set, eh?
Multi-set, just I just can't wait. I think about 500 athletes across the sports, and I just cannot wait to see how this goes. Excited.
As the president of ICN Queensland, how do you feel about your athletes? You must be tremendously proud of them, excited for them.
Yeah, look, it's been a big season for a lot of people to come this far. But the bodies that are coming, I've already seen some actually dress wear tonight. We've seen the girls showing the muscles off. I cannot wait for this weekend. Yeah, there's a lot of great bodies around. Yeah.
How like speaking to the athletes, your athletes, how are they feeling leading up to the show? It's the biggest show of the year, the world show.
Yeah,
how are they feeling?
Yeah, they're feeling pretty good. I came down the plane this morning with a couple of the girls, and it's like, are you competing? Like you wouldn't even know. They weren't drained or anything like that. They were actually in good spirits. So yeah, and everyone I've seen actually today in good spirits.
Well, every athlete I talked to tonight, they all seem like they're all excited, which it should be. You know, it's the biggest show of the year. It's the world show. It's the world games. So the best of the best in the world. In a way, so
you know, they've come in here today, seen the stage, jump up on stage, and they're just overwhelmed. They just cannot believe the setup. So can't wait for the ones that haven't seen and just wants to get in motion tomorrow.
It definitely does give me the ick to compete again, for sure, seeing the stage. But on behalf of Cup Bodybuilding, wish you guys and your whole state, your athletes, the best of luck. Hopefully they place well and come and see them on stage.
Let's enjoy tomorrow.
No worries, thank you so much.
Thanks, mate.
Back to you guys.
We are pumping through the interviews, Jay. It's great to hear from so many competitors. They're all very excited as well, which is outstanding. I mean, I've seen lots of competitors at these events before, but not as excited as this. I think they're all just so happy to be here and be competing as part of this great event. So it's been a fantastic start, a fantastic first night to the event. What are you most looking forward to in the bodybuilding, or is it just everything in general? Is there, what are you most interested in the other events? Is there sort of a particular CrossFit taste you want to be a part of or something like that, or what's?
Great question. Look, I'm honestly looking forward to the pro divisions, of course, within ICN. The quality here with the international standards that we've got, the people, Steve, that we've seen, the guys, the girls, they're just in phenomenal shape. I'd say the world's best natural fitness athletes, of course, are gathered here, right? It's the world titles. But I'm also looking forward to the strongman. I'm excited for that, and of course, even the powerlifting that's going to take part. I've always watched bits and pieces of strongman on TV, but I've never seen it face to face, so I'm very excited for that as well.
Oh, mate, it's going to be so good. Like, I think it's just going to be an outstanding weekend. Miloslav is ready once again, so we'll head over to you, Miloslav.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here with Rab Mahaja, New South Wales State President for ICN.
Yeah, and how does it feel to finally be here, on the world stage, and to see the stage and how everything's coming together?
Mate, it's been a huge production. Well, Viv and I talk probably on a regular basis, almost every day. Obviously, we're neighbours. He's in Canberra, I'm in New South Wales.
Yeah.
We've been talking for months.
Yeah.
So I've felt what he's been going through and what he's organised. I got to take, he's got to take the huge credit for him and Nick taking on this venture with our world president Wayne McDonald to put this show on. It's not an easy feat. There's so many sections, so many moving parts. It's an amazing thing. I checked out the venue today. It's different. It's going to be exciting to see tomorrow.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So I had a little sneak peek before, and it literally gave me goosebumps. I'm like, this is the best thing, especially because there's so much going on in that arena. So I'm pretty sure you're probably sick of hearing Viv's voice talking to him all the time. But there's so many things that go behind the scene, and I'm sure you had a lot of involvement with everything leading up and everything.
Absolutely.
And seeing it finally come to life and how it is.
Well, we're excited. Like I said, we're neighbours. We're the closest to ACT, obviously, from New South Wales, but we had our our fitness expo a couple of weeks ago down in Darling Harbour.
Yep.
That was a great show there. We actually have given about 15 people from there trips to come here, paid for their accommodation, just to be part of it, just to experience. But I think we've got over 35 competitors from New South Wales entering the show. Even in this time in November, where it's coming to the end of the season now, we've got a huge audience coming through. But I think there's over 250 competitors for tomorrow, so it's going to be huge.
It's going to be stacked in there tomorrow. So after the weekend and stuff, you're going to be sticking around for the wrestling and the
absolutely.
powerlifting?
Well, funny thing is, Viv was talking to me about watching the Netflix series with Vince McMahon. And I went, all right, no worries, I'll watch this. I just recently watched this. I'm so keen to watch that. It's something different. No one in the bodybuilding muscle model type of federations have put something on like this with wrestling, CrossFit. It's like I'm saying, it's a new thing at the AAS. To take that on it's a huge thing. So I think if you're thinking about even living around here or even coming from Sydney, anywhere around New South Wales, come down, drive down, And if you can't drive down, they have got the pay-per-view over the weekend, so you can log on to that and watch that at home.
Yeah, so on behalf of Capital Bodybuilding, thanks for jumping on and
Awesome.
giving us your thoughts and everything like that, and we'll see you on the
Great.
weekend.
No worries. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Awesome.
There
Thank you so
was
much.
Darko with another great interview, and also Miloslav as well. They've been doing a great job from Capital Bodybuilding here, and we know they've been enjoying themselves here, and we're having a great time. So we're getting close to wrapping it up here. All of our competitors have mostly filtered off now. Jay, tell us about what they'd be doing now for those that are competing tomorrow. Maybe a bit of a carb up. Is that what they'd be doing now?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. A lot of them will be getting back to their hotels or their Airbnbs, putting their feet up, carving up, and just relaxing before the epic, electrifying weekend that they've got ahead for them.
Yeah, excellent, mate. And what about fluids-wise? Are they getting a fair bit of fluid, or maybe not as many fluids, but just definitely the carbs?
That's a great question. Look, generally for natural bodybuilding, we don't completely cut the fluids. So a lot of the coaches might have cut some of the fluids, but they'll probably still be getting a little bit in. I think there's multiple protocols that they do follow. And based on what their coaches have given them, I believe they'll be most likely carbing up with a little bit of fluids.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, that sounds fantastic. So it's been a fantastic evening of action here. The Capital Bodybuilding guys are getting ready to finalise their activities. They've had a fantastic show here so far. So we're going to throw over to them for the final time tonight. They'll be wrapping up, and then we'll see them again tomorrow on our broadcast. So it's back over to Darko and Miloslav.
All right, guys, that's a pretty much a wrap up. We want to say thank you for all the athletes that came past and came said hello to us. Darko, do you have any final views on viewing the stage and the atmosphere that is here tonight?
No, it's unbelievable. Like the stage. I've never seen a better stage, in person. It's unbelievable, and no wonder that we talked to the athletes and they're all happy, all excited for this moment. So it's gonna be a great weekend to see all these athletes on stage, like the best of the best, natural.
Yeah.
So.
Especially because even just walking around here in the atmosphere that's going to be in there, the powerlifting, the wrestling, man, it is going to be nuts. And especially the stage, it literally looks like a Mr. Olympia stage. It looks unbelievable. So we can't wait to see you guys, to see the stage on the pay-per-view, or if you're coming here in person, $50 for the whole weekend.
Pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap. That's a good deal. It's pretty cheap.
That's crazy, especially because of all the amount of the entertainment and the quality of bodybuilding that is going to be here. Yep. For anyone that loves the gym or loves fitness or anything like that, it is going to be awesome.
If you see us around, if you come in person, see us around, come say hi, have a chat with us. We won't buy. We're not mean people. We're nice people. I think so. Come say hi, have a chat.
Yeah, and that's pretty much a wrap up. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miloslav, and thank you very much, Darko. Capital Bodybuilding there, doing our interviews here with all of our athletes, getting ready for a massive weekend of action. Well, we are pumped. We've seen a great night of action here, lots of fantastic interviews. We've had lots of very special guests in the chair next to me here. We thank Miss Christina Angeli from Before Wellness Professional, and the great man Jay Acharya for joining me for the last half an hour, the president of ICN India, president of ICN UAE. So absolutely outstanding. So Jay, final thoughts from you before we wrap it up tonight. A reminder for everybody, you can see there up on the screen, we'll get that QR code which is on the screen at the moment. There it is right there. Make sure you scan that. Pay-per-view $24.99 for each individual day, or you just pay $35.99 and you get both days worth of coverage, which is wonderful. So make sure you do that. But in closing, Jay, over to you, mate. Please give us your final thoughts on what should be a great weekend.
Look, again, the best naturals in the world. There's amazing sports. It's just going to be electrifying, and it's something that you definitely don't want to miss. We want all of the viewers who do tune in, give support to this, because this is a growing sport. And of course, it's the World Natural Games. We're promoting multiple sports together. So guys, please show us some support. And as they say, born natural, compete natural.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Jay Acharya. We really appreciate it. You'll be such a big part of the broadcast over the next couple of days. So get some rest tonight, mate.
Thank
be
you,
ready.
Steve.
It's going to be 2 huge days. I know I'll be getting a good sleep tonight and getting ready to be here bright and early tomorrow with a can of C4. Our principal partners, it'll be smart energy for me, mate. I tell you what, 1 can a day will keep me going for the next couple of days. So we thank everyone very much. Looking forward to it all. Jay, you're an absolute legend, mate.
Thanks,
you're a great
Steve.
man. Thank you very much for being a part of it. We'll be back with more, and for that we say good night for now. See you tomorrow at the ICN World Natural Games.
broke my neck in 2000 in a snowboarding accident. To stand without my knee locking out was probably the first time I've done that in 24 years.
I fractured my skull in 2004. For the first time today, I started to get feeling back in that side.
Now I'm walking without a walking stick, without a walker. I'm coming back to how I was prior to MS.
He was able to learn to stand again, take assisted steps, which they had said would be impossible.